Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Shanahan.
And I'm Vince Vetrano. No final decision in court today for the girls accused of trying to kill their 12-year-old classmate. Today marked the second day of a preliminary hearing. The judge is trying to determine if there's enough evidence to try Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weier as adults for attempted first-degree intentional homicide. The judge expected to issue a final decision in mid-March. Dozens of protesters gathered outside Governor Scott Walker's Wauwatosa home, fighting back against proposed budget cuts.
Under the governor's budget plan, hundreds of millions of dollars could be cut from the UW system and public schools. Many protesters say the governor is focusing more on a possible presidential run instead of what's best for Wisconsin.
When you talk about that you're for the people of Wisconsin and you care about the children, you have to show that through your budget process.
Governor Walker's office says his plan will increase aid programs for public schools while reducing property taxes. He also says it will provide more flexibility and stability for the UW system while protecting taxpayers.
Now, Governor Walker's sons both took to Twitter responding to those protests outside the family home. His younger son Alex tweeted a picture saying, quote, "They're protesting out in front of our home. Who lives there, you might ask? My grandma and grandpa. Unbelievable." Walker's oldest, Matt, actually included a picture of the elderly couple. Quote, "Protesters march on Scott Walker's home. Correction, protesters march on my grandparents' home."
Fat Tuesday means one thing in southeast Wisconsin, and that's the Paczki. Today is Paczki Day at several bakeries across the area, including National Bakery on Milwaukee's south side. They expect to sell 38,000 of the fried, sugared, and glazed dough balls.
What's so wonderful about a Paczki?
Oh, they're delicious. They're nice and smooth going down, but you only can eat so many at one time. And then you got to take a break and then you go back and eating them again.
Sounds good to me. The bakery expects to sell another 6,000 Paczki tomorrow.
Another cold front made its way through southeastern Wisconsin just before sunrise today, and with that we had some flurries overnight, and then the sun came out between about sunrise and noon. Now the clouds begin to stream back in here. It'll be a mixture of sun and clouds and even a few flurries throughout the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures are in the teens. It's 13 in La Crosse, 4 in Rhinelander, and still 1 below in International Falls. So there's that mixture of clouds and some sunshine, and the clouds will continue to increase throughout the afternoon. And as I mentioned, a few flurries also possible. 16 degrees currently with a mostly cloudy sky in Milwaukee. Northwesterly wind also at 16, and that is dropping wind chills close to 0. There's that west to northwest wind that kicked up this morning behind that front. It's only 10 to 20, much better than the 30 to 45 mile per hour winds that we had on Saturday into Saturday evening. But with the cooler temperatures, it doesn't take much wind to get those wind chills below 0, like 3 below in Sheboygan and Fond du Lac, 7 below Waukesha, 1 below Kenosha, and now 1 above right here in Milwaukee. Wind chill advisories for the northwestern part of Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa, not including us here in southeastern Wisconsin for tonight. That'll be for Thursday morning and Friday morning. We'll join the party as wind chills here will get 20 to 30 below 0. No warnings expected, but it's going to get cold. Here's how it breaks down tonight. Low temperatures of 4 above at the lake to 2 below inland. Wind chills by morning of 15 below. And oh yeah, by the way, a dusting of light snow as well. Wednesday, a high of 6. Northwesterly winds 20 to 30. That's going to keep wind chills 15 below 0 all day. Then the advisory will kick in for Thursday night. It's going to be, Wednesday night and Thursday morning, 7 below 0. Wind chills will be anywhere from 25 to 30 below. Those higher wind chill values will be in the inland areas where low temperatures will be about 10 to 11 below. Thursday, a high of 4. Wind chill still 15 below. And then for Friday, another morning of 7 below. A little bit less wind, so the wind chill not quite as harsh, but still very cold at 20 below. And finally, wind chills above 0 by Friday afternoon. The front made its way through earlier this morning. Now that northwesterly wind, some clouds, some flurries, occasional light snow across the area. Not only this afternoon, but this evening and overnight tonight before we finally get a little bit more in the way of sunshine during the day on Thursday. How much snow? We're talking 1/4 of an inch maybe or less around most of southeastern Wisconsin. Technically, a dusting. So for today, 17 degrees, increasing clouds, some flurries developing throughout the afternoon, wind chills near 0. Tonight, 2 degrees. Inland areas will be around 2 below, a dusting of light snow and wind chills to 15 below. Not a pleasant morning by any means, and it'll stay windy and cold. Look at these winds tomorrow, 15 to 30, a temperature of 6, wind chills to 15 below. The 7-day forecast, Arctic. 4 on Thursday after that morning low of 7 below and wind chills to 25 below. 7 below Friday morning, not quite as windy, which will help out just a little bit. 15 for the high. Some light snow on Saturday and 26, colder for Sunday.